This is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 131. And if you don't know, after 131 episodes, who I am, I'm the Flush Man. I'm still a fat boy. I'll still call you Broadish, and I'm still your Huckleberry. What's up?
It's Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at, ready to pod. Don't hit me unless you try and cut the check. And praying for my folks in Texas, man. Shit crazy around there.
Hey, boy, Drew, aka Tron Girl, aka Juice. I'm trying to get my vocals right. Hold up.
Mr. I'm high right now, Mr. Big Beard Bandit, Mr. I'm dropping soon, so keep your ears open. Go ahead. Who next?
What's good? It's your boy Jay, Big Belly Real Boys 2 times. Shout out to my boy Q for making the shirt, and I'm feeling good because I'm straight off of vacay.
Hey man, it's your boy JB. Of course, as always, I'm here before 9. I'm gonna pass it to the one and only.
It's your guy, Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, aka your favorite foot doctor, also known as the People's Podiatrist.
He's that too.
And we coming to you, a collective of guys, because we some earth shakers. We some 40-acre takers.
Definitely that.
And we some generational curse breakers. We are the prophetic podcast because we just some brothers talking shh.
And we be knowing with your coolness. All right, yo, let's get right to it, man. Judas and the Black Messiah. We got to start right there. So for me, I went and checked it out yesterday. I actually went to the movies. The movie theater was empty, but me and the wife went and checked the movie out. For me, I felt uneducated because I was disappointed that I didn't know about
Fred Hampton.
I was disappointed that I didn't know as much. It was just a lot of different things. I mean, what stuck out to me was how young he was. You know, when you think about 20 years old, man, I find myself sometimes, you know, we find ourselves thinking like our kids like they didn't do what we was doing. When we was their age, we was out here doing this, that, and the third. And Fred Hampton at 19 years old, like, damn, the shit he was, where his mind was at, and the type of time he was on was just like amazing to me. Even like when I think, I don't recall or know where at 20 years old what Martin Luther King was doing. Or we know Malcolm X at 20 years old was probably still not Malcolm X yet. He was still Malcolm Little. So what stuck out to me was just his age and all of their ages. They were all young, I think, for the most part. They were all like pretty much in their early 20s, right? The whole crew of them. I think
for the most part,
all the same age, and that's what stuck out to me. Like, just damn. I mean, I've heard the Rainbow Coalition, but I didn't, know it was him or how. It was just I learned a lot. It was a lot of information. So I felt like, I kind of felt myself by not being on it before the movie came out.
Yeah, we addressed it a couple weeks ago when I was saying that Martin Luther King was 37 years old when he was assassinated in 1968, and Fred Hampton was 21 years old when he was assassinated in December of 1969. Right? I was very aware of the J. Edgar Hoover, comparing the Black Panther Party to the Ku Klux Klan and saying that they were the biggest threat to America. Right? Of course, Black people together is the biggest threat, and it still is. And it was funny because we all watched it together in the Rail Theater, right? It was interesting to see it all play out, right? I wasn't familiar with the Bill O'Neal story or side of it, but to see him beat Judas for real, it was pretty interesting, right? And there's a lot of movies that talked about that as well. Prior to one comes to my Belly, right? Basically the same storyline happened in Belly with DMX, with the minister, right? So they infiltrate and it be your own people, right? Same thing really happened to Malcolm X, right? It be your own people. Right. If you just think about it, man. So the movie was amazing. I had to give it another look for sure. But it was a good time, right? Like I said, we all watched it together, man. Shout out to my family.
I watched it again yesterday myself when I got home.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That sound better?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry for that half-ass intro because I was trying to, so I was actually gonna be in the whip. But hey man, a couple things. I was aware of who Fred Hampton was. I was aware of his assassination. I really wasn't. I think there were parts of the movie that, of course, there's always intimate details. I think that, writers and biographers put in, they help you kind of better understand the character, things that, I didn't even consider of his story that I thought were interesting. As far as William O'Neill, I was actually aware of that just through research of COINTELPRO and how it actually operated against the Black movement. I will say this, man.
Hold up.
The thing.
Can one of y'all mute your mic? One of y'all got a lot going on, please.
I will say this. I actually watched it today because that's when I had the time to do it, and I thought it was perfect. So as I went through, the list and making sure I would be on top of topics, I finally got my energy right to watch this movie because my energy is in a space because I'm creating other things, right? So I shy away from visiting those energies sometimes, but today I was like, I really got to do it, especially in light of the Jay-Z verse, but I know that's coming later. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and watch this movie, and you know what? I slowly got into it. I slowly got into that feel of, the struggle of Black America, what we have to endure, everything that we went through to get us to where we are today, which seems like it's very far, but, in some aspect, not really, but the murder scene for me, bro, like seeing the overkill of someone who is just trying to progress the culture, who's just trying to progress Black people into some equality, Not just Black people, if you know more about the Black Panther Party, it was about more than Black people. It became about the people and understanding the struggle amongst the people, to see that type of evil really play out. I really felt that. Sometimes it's difficult for movies to channel that. Maybe I'm just caught in the moment, but I think they did a good job of showing the opposition against this movement, which we know that really existed. And to add insult to injury is someone who really didn't believe in nothing, being someone who helped bring that shit down. Because more than anything, more than a motherfucker being a coon, more than a motherfucker being some type of anti-anything, it starts with somebody that doesn't believe in anything. Feel me? So, man, that shit was just really wow. To hate progression, that shit just had an impact on me, bro. Like, I was like, damn, like, because this really happened. You feel me? Like, this isn't something that we just imagine, bro. Like, this shit happened, bro. So like that right there is.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about it really happening, the fact is what stood out to me is a couple things. His lady and his son, right, still like alive and regular, right, because this is not ancient history we're talking about, but the name, the Black Messiah, and I kind of alluded to it when we was watching it at the end, but since there hasn't been an individual or any individuals that have been allowed to rise to a level of that singular unity kind of power past a certain age. I mean, I guess you could maybe put Tupac, as the closest thing, so to speak, individual, but it's no more individuals unifying and that one voice. They did away with Malcolm, did away with Martin, did away with Fred Hampton, did away with the rest of the Panthers, right? So it's just wild to see. And in the end, it'll do something to a collective. It did something to a collective, and it worked for whatever the plan was. You have to say, it unfortunately worked to have kind of knocked us off our square as a people, more or less. And just the last thing that stood out to me, the guy, I mean, his real life interview was heartless, not even the right word. I can't put my finger on the emotion. But he had to live or die with that. And who the hell wants that? Shit, you might as well just went to prison for all that.
Well, somebody else had something real quick?
Yeah, I was going to ask Cool. A quick question. I haven't seen it yet. For obvious reasons, whatever. But would you consider Nipsey and what he had going on? Because you said Pop. You know what I'm saying? But Nipsey had this mindset and trying to gentrify.
Yeah. I mean, yes is the short answer. We all know that Nipsey was a vibe, especially when he died. But Nipsey was also a late bloomer, even at 33. He was a late bloomer for what he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
For what he became, for the man he became. What I'm saying is a big part of his life, as far as he's telling it, was in gang culture, right? So you not that minimizes the impact, but the problem is you under the cover of gang culture, and we can't. That ain't what it is either. So yes, but he was still only 33. And he still only had 3 good years where people was, it's wild, man. We don't expect.
No, I understand that. But as soon as you said Pop, I was just thinking Nipsey was
shit. He counted as one that was gunned down prematurely. Yeah. So we put him in there.
Yeah, but right. Nip at 33, but Pop was what, 24, 25?
24. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's always been an attack when you have people that have a sound voice in our community, right? You think about it, man, that shit crazy. It's tough.
What was crazy to me too is I can recall a couple of months back when his name Lakeith, right? Lakeith
Stanfield,
Stanfield had put out some tweets or something, and I heard people were worried about him, and I seen something today saying that he was suicidal after playing that role. He went through a lot after playing that role. And spoiler alert, at the end, I don't know if y'all seen it, at the end of the words or whatever, they said that when PBS did the
Eyes on the Prize too,
right, when he dropped that night, Bill killed himself, committed suicide after seeing that.
Spoiler alert.
Say it again.
I said no. You spoiler alert.
Yeah. But I mean,
Jay ain't watching yet.
Well, I said
but spoiler real life too.
Listen, end of the day, it's
I said spoiler alert.
Listen, it's still worth watching though. It's still worth watching though.
My man Jay said, Jay probably sitting there huh?
It's saying Malcolm X died at the end. Spoiler alert.
But can I say this too?
Right. I appreciate it, Jay. I'm used to Flush treating me like that. I'm a little brother, so it's all good.
Hold on.
Spoiler alert.
It ain't no strippers in there, so Jay might not watch it to the end anyway. So
I'm gonna throw alert. That real interview, Cool. That real interview. It did have a very dark energy to it. Like watching it, you could tell that
he was operating on
give me some remorse, nigga. God damn.
Yeah. He was operating on some sociopath,
but
he wasn't quite there.
Fuck.
The suicide makes sense. You could see the guilt and shame, because even what he was saying made no fucking sense. How was you a part of the movement, my nigga? How did you really progress the movement? You didn't, to say you was a front liner. Yeah, nah, my nigga.
He said that.
Cheese out this bitch.
Go ahead, JB.
The thing that stood out to me the most, man, and it's consistent. This is how you know the government is complicit in these leaders being gunned down. Even you go back to Medgar Evers. Whenever you, and I was saying this Saturday, I was like, yo, whenever you talk about the money, or you talk about unity, and you bring up the other poor people and disenfranchised people in this country, the FBI, the CIA, whoever, they will find a way to exterminate you. Because when you listen to how that brother was talking at such a young age, and he was, in one of his speeches that they quoted as well as they allow to be performed in the movie, when he says you don't fight capitalism with capitalism, you fight it with socialism. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like a lot of people don't know, and I'm pretty sure some people do, that the free lunch that we were getting when we were children is a byproduct of the Black Panthers, a byproduct of the influence of Brother Fred Hampton. So when you have someone who has the foresight like that, man, the government will mow you down, because you go back to, like, when Martin, I say this before, when Martin went to Chicago and he went to Massachusetts, he was doing his northern progress, getting his message out and doing the research, and he realized that the money, the banks were complicit in the racism on a whole different level, and he wanted to shake that up. Man, once you start going that, that's when the crackers ain't gonna, man, they not gonna let us fuck with that money. They not gonna let us go to the other disenfranchised, the other poor people, rednecks or what have you, and say, look, man, it's not us versus us. You know what I'm saying? It's us versus them. And you, like, at 21 years old, like, you think about how you were at 21. Could you imagine being that influential, that have that foresight, have that much compassion to your people progressing, and you being at the forefront of that with conviction, not like he wasn't folding. You know what I'm saying?
I love y'all, but y'all thought y'all big cousin was something. Imagine your big cousin being Fred Hampton. You'd be like, God damn it,
real.
Fred.
Right. yeah, like God.
I'd be like Fred.
He was going in them. He was going in them places. No guns, no nothing. It tripped me out when he went in there to see the crowns, and the FBI had put out their little paper acting like they were writing for him. And I'm like, damn, this shit might get a little crazy for him. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because like they in there with no guns.
I don't even think that was the FBI, dog. I think that should go deeper than that. I think when you see stuff like that, I think that should go to the CIA. When you see COINTELPRO and you see infiltration on a level of like mind control, like playing mind games on people. Nah, man, I think that shit go deep, bro. Like, they don't, like, you start looking at motherfuckers like John Dulles, like Dulles Airport and shit. That shit go deep, bro. Them motherfuckers, they play a whole different game.
They published their mind control studies. And they published their mind control studies. Let me repeat that. And you could Google it right now. And Jay, and that, I don't know if y'all remember that Cuba shit. Maybe what was it, a year or two ago, when all them people got mysteriously sick. They fucking shooting like sonic waves at people and shit, man.
Yeah, shooting sonic waves in them.
Facts.
Yeah, what tripped me out too about Wild Bill too was, like, when you hear people talk about that time, everybody, whether it's true or not, act like they cared about it's like to see a black man in that time not be concerned with Malcolm X or Martin Luther King and those kind of things. When we hear the older people talk, or all we hear is the positive, we don't hear the black people who didn't care about that happening. And like I said, it stuck out to me the fact that he said, some people had Malcolm X and they had Martin Luther King, and I had an FBI agent. And he said that, like, what stuck out to me was he said that like in 1980. So it's like, and then when you watch the movie, you see how, as much as you look up to him, he let it be known that, yo, dog, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to turn you over to them, or I will sit you in jail. So it was amazing to me, like, how he had his head that much years after that. He actually felt like he still looked up to him after he made it clear to him, whenever he wasn't going with the flow of things, that, yo, I would turn this situation around on you. And it's, I think it's also something to be said about the acting, man. We've seen a lot of the youngin, I guess like late 20 actors and actresses in this movie that, we've been seeing in movies. So it's like, it was a coming out party. You've seen a lot of people who probably used to lead in roles, especially my man who died first, who shot the cops in the in the deli or something.
We talking about RZA?
Right. He be in a lot of stuff where he be
Yeah,
stars. So for
yeah.
him to come in and take a role that's not as he probably wanted the Fred Hampton role. You get what I'm saying? So to see my man who played Ralph Tresvant, he a young actor I like. I seen a couple guys in there.
Well, they real actors, bro. Like, so they understand what it is. Like, they understand their roles and how they play. They just believe in the story. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for those guys to come in.
That's what I'm saying. But some people might feel like, I ain't get the main role. I might not want to participate. They knew how important this story was. The young lady who played his lady and his child's mother, like, she killed it. Everybody, I couldn't think of one performance that was like everybody did their thing that was in that movie, man. And that stuck out to me also, just the acting. And it was very well put together and very, very good acting. You felt it. Like, I was angry leaving the movie theaters when this woman had to hear, her child's father get shot after they already done put something in his drink, whereas though he won't even wake up, which was crazy. So they listen, we want to make sure that he can't even move. So put this in his drink. So when we get in here, he not going nowhere. We can do what we got to do. Like, they were that determined. That shit really stuck out to me.
Yeah, because he was bull strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, physically. And the altercations, like, of course, they didn't go too far into the history of his upbringing and how he got to the point that he was. But historically, through, like, not mythologically, but, in conversation, other interviews that I've seen about Fred Hampton, was like, physically, he was imposing, like, bull strong, like, 2-3 minutes.
Like Zion Wilson.
Nigga, we are mythological. That's the problem.
First of all,
who? Mythologically.
Zion Williamson, my bad, bro. Don't do that. But Zion looked like that kind of strong. I'm just out the womb. I just been this big. That's how Zion looked like. He like it. I don't think weights make you look like Zion look.
Nah. He bull strong.
Yeah. Definitely a good. I hope we didn't ruin it for y'all who didn't see it. Hopefully we make y'all want to go see it. I plan on watching it again. Honestly, and JB, if you got any interviews or some information, because that's something that stood out to me too. Was just I needed more information about his upbringing. I wanted to know how did he get to that point at 19 to be on that type time, and that stuck out to me. Like
that's what I mean. I did. If I had to say, I did want more of that specifically. Like I wanted his story specifically,
Yeah, I definitely felt I felt like it should have been maybe more of a mini series, like one of them type things where it can be longer, a full part thing, where we can get right, so we can get the stuff that because I just got to know at 19. I know it's a different time, but how you put that, how they all come together, because it wasn't just him. He had a support system, and the team around him was strong too.
Well, also note this too, that there were other killings like similar. Not as publicized, because there was a similar situation with a Panther that died here in Houston in the 3rd Ward area. So like you had, there was just a time where the youth were really involved in the revolution in that manner. He was just, of course, and obviously someone who commanded, control the way he did, to be watched the way he did because of how he thought in his vision, but there were a lot of people that were energetic like that at the time that just, had that mindset to do that.
You only get Black Panther's miniseries and Tyler Perry allowed that shit to be filmed in his studios. You ain't just gonna get that on the muscle of Hollywood.
I want his story.
Black.
His story.
Nah,
too.
for real. Nah, right. I know what you're saying. Like that was the only thing.
I would agree, Jordan. To get that real accurate. Yeah,
it got.
50 Cent the only one that could pull some shit like that off these days.
Yeah, probably. He had to force his hand. Yep.
Definitely a good movie, man.
But if you historically, if you look at it, man, it's like the Panthers in comparatively with like other organizations, how they compared to like the Klan or what have you. The Klan still exists, right? So the Panthers, like their trajectory or their way of thinking was so progressive and so positive that they had to annihilate them entirely. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. Like they they had to make sure that they cease to exist. That's how tapped
The
in.
fuck are they afraid of?
Bro, they cool. That's empowerment. Cool. They took that man's idea.
But specifically, what are they afraid of? That I mean, you know,
You just said it
yourself.
You said mythically. We are like.
I get it.
Took their idea. They took their idea for the free lunch after like just. They took their idea of the free lunch and realized that, hey, that's a good ass fucking idea. We should feed these fucking kids before they go to school.
You know what I think though, bro? Can I say this? I don't even think it's none of that, bro. I don't think it's that at all. I don't think it's the humanitarian aspect that they're afraid of. I think that when you get an amount of wealth, you get a lot of things that come with that. You may think that you're gonna do A, B, C, and D when you get this amount of money, but that amount of money puts you in a different aspect to see different things. So when you get a collective of us that are forward-thinking, visionary people that get to see some of these levels that they're talking about and get a great understanding, that you can make a different type of change. Now, I don't know the specific change. It may not be the change you thought it was going to be, but you can make some changes. And I think that's what they're more afraid of. I don't think it's always just because many of us are ascending now and we're getting in different classes and we're seeing things in different aspects. For instance, some of us may have some concerns, say, you know what, they're racist. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are, I'm just liberal. Like the power of choice that we're having as a community now, if you really pay attention, is something much different than what we've had in the past. And look at how we're doing things now. Look at how we're changing how Congress looks and the Senate looks and the political scope looks. Like we're changing a lot of different shit because we're culture commanding. So that shit that them motherfuckers was afraid of in the 60s, bro, is happening right now. You got niggas with gold grills in their mouth holding money stacks today. If them white motherfuckers seeing that shit today, do you know how they would fucking act? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what they're afraid of. Because like we really can shift shit now. We ain't gotta sweat. I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere that I want to go. And if you don't want me, that's cool. Like my life ain't, what's up, bro? Like, look at how this shit is changing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're afraid of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I definitely feel like, back to the movie a little bit, I wanted to say, we need more of these kind of films, man. We definitely need more of this. Like, we need more of these stories that don't get told to be told and brought to the screen, and let these young Black actors and actresses tell these stories, man. I really want to see more of this.
It's only like 7 of them, yo.
Oh.
Like everybody was in this movie except for J.D. Washington.
Hey, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I watch Malcolm X probably like once a month, dog.
Yo, I might have to. I thought about pulling that back out too. Like, man, I might need to watch that. But
may
like,
I be honest?
Thought about it. That shit is amazing.
Oh no, I know it is. It's just long. It's just long, you know.
That shit go by so fast.
The story was great telling, and I have a question.
Okay.
So we know it was great storytelling. We really were into the story, but it's like a movie buff. Like, let's talk movie. How would you grade the movie? Like, you're like Jordan. Like, how would you grade it from like acting and like?
On the scale of 10, I had to give it like a 8, maybe a 7.5.
You're generous as shit right now.
You feel like
maybe a 7?
Generous.
Maybe a 7. I really want to say a 7.
Like that was bad?
I'm at like 4.5, 5.
As far as the acting,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm maybe.
I say a 7, bro. I say a 7.
That's fair.
Wow,
I say a 7.
What was so bad about it?
The
7 ain't bad.
They forced that.
It felt rushed.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I think they didn't get into the history of him. I don't think they got into the history of Fred because they wanted to. I think once Coogler probably got the money He was like, "Yo, we gotta get this shit done
So
tomorrow."
hold on, are you talking about the acting, or you talking about the fact of what they? Because I agree with that. I needed more background information also.
The acting, everything.
I enjoyed Main Man in the lead on that one.
Who?
You know why you keep looking at Malcolm X, Jordan?
What are you talking about? Lakeith or the
No,
Daniel?
Lakeith is Lakeith, but homie, that's the lead. The what's his name? That actually played Fred Hampton.
Daniel. I enjoyed him.
Nah,
I looked at. I've seen it twice, and I'm gonna look at it again. Now you're gonna have me.
When I look at an interview,
he looked 21 to you.
No, he look old.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you look at Fred.
Does he look like a kid from Chicago to you?
Fred.
What does a kid from Chicago look like in the 60s, bro? Are we talking about
not a British guy, not a British black guy,
Nigerian guy? It don't
no.
Fred
like
Fred look.
I don't know. I don't.
What do you say? You don't know?
I don't agree, fellas. I just don't agree. I don't agree.
Right.
Fred looked 35 at 21 though. Truth be told.
LeBron, get some niggas out here that look older than.
Yeah, Fred.
Come on now, LeBron looked like he was 27 at 18.
Hey, when you look at Malcolm X,
you can't compare that, bro. You can't compare that. You can't compare that though. We talking about Denzel Washington though, bro.
Here you go talking about we can't compare. Yes, we can. We 100% can compare that.
You tripping?
Yeah.
I don't think you
listen.
Denzel Washington looked exactly like Malcolm X today.
Bro, when they play his speech on the movie, it sounded like fucking Denzel Washington when he was right.
The acting,
that's everything, dude. Though.
Right, you talking about the fucking come on, dog.
But you gotta hold it up against that.
All right, if you hold listen, if y'all hold it up against that, then y'all right. I can't argue that.
You gotta hold it up.
What else are you supposed to hold it up against? Old boy playing Martin Luther King. What's my man's name?
I never even
Wale, whatever his name.
I never watched it neither.
I'm just saying.
He's a good. I like him. I like him. He's a good actor though. I never watched.
When you're talking about biographies, who played the best?
Right. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah,
listen,
Malcolm X.
You're right. You're right. It is a 7 compared to.
How old was Denzel when he did that?
37, probably.
I'm not sure, bro.
He's 60 now.
If you comparing that, then yeah, you're right. You're right. But I really enjoyed the movie, though.
We didn't say that.
Okay.
Like
I just didn't know when you're
playing Fred Hampton, I would have enjoyed
it. Juice's question was like, if you're a movie buff, and it, like not saying that you're not.
You're right.
If you're a movie buff, if you hold it up, you be like, that's why I said
against the greats, right? Against the greats, right? It's still upper. It's upper joints out there that's still.
I'm going 7 because, like Rel said, I feel like it was rushed, and honestly, I can not that I know. I understand because Coogler didn't direct this. That's another thing. People like he was. I think he's EP, right, Rel? Or he produced
EP.
Right. So he's the money man.
That's main man from the first
Black Panther.
Right. Okay. He a young boy. He a young cat too, ain't he?
Youngish.
Yeah, he young. Yeah. So I don't know if he got an opportunity creatively to put his. You know what I mean? If it would have turned out differently.
Yeah.
See, he looked young. He looked 21 when he don't got the chin strap joint.
The beard,
right? It's cleaned up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I say something?
When we talk,
bitch ass, let me get him off my screen.
When we talk about the greats, you gotta throw Ray in there too, like
Ray
Jamie Foxx,
great.
Ray, like
Jamie. I'm glad you brought that up.
He killed that.
Right. That's a whole nother. That's just like a okay.
10, that's a 10 as well.
Right.
Nah. That's another good.
That's on the dime right there.
Right. When you think about people who was born to do something like Jamie.
So who's to blame when black guys are in charge? So like that goes back to what I was saying about ascending to a certain spot. Is like I think Coogler being the money man, wherever that money came from. And he, I like not that like I said, like that I know. I think when he got the green light from whoever was funding, or like he was credited as an EP, but I'm assuming he may have used someone else's money. Most, if any executive producer, I would anyway. So he probably got the green light. Was like, yo, we got to get this shit done. Who's available? Give me him. Give me this motherfucker. We gonna get this shit done.
Well, they got relationships. They got a relationship anyway. From he done been a couple of his.
Well, it's a big deal Oakland thing, right? So, like, the Panthers, he from Oakland. He's going to rock out all the Oakland stories. Yeah. I'm just saying, it felt rushed. That's it.
It did.
I ain't mad at that. All right, let's jump into this Dave Chappelle Redemption song. And we got to discuss the point where as though this ain't comedy no more. This is some serious, real, thorough shit that happened and have a few jokes in it. You get what I'm saying? Like the level he's in a space he's so, first of all, he's so comfortable in his space where he's by himself. There's nobody even near him in the history of this that's doing what he's doing. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Y'all correct me, but I feel like he's in a space and on a type time that untouchable, never seen before, but it can't be fucked with. That's how I feel about it.
No, he's definitely put himself in a place to be I still consider him amongst his peers, but he's on another level with his peers. Like especially after that last special. Like I don't really consider the joints he do now. I think that's just him getting, going through. I think that's just him sparring, like, because they got to turn that shit up. Like I don't really consider him like you said, that's just commentary. He ain't really trying to make a joke out of shit. But that last special he had, which was Sticks and Stones, that shit was hilarious from the jump. He started that motherfucker off singing
Prince,
the Party in 1999, and then go into a suicide joke, and you screaming laughing. That shit is hard. You can't play. You know what I'm saying? That's something that people aspire to. So recently, for those who may have not have seen it, Dave released something on Instagram, and he's basically briefing us on the status of the Chappelle show and how they Comedy Central after all these years decided to finally pay him because he put the power in the fans and he put the power in himself, and ultimately he had other people, other entities advocating for him, and now his product is back. He's got the naming rights, which is probably whatever I don't know if they compensated him, probably what the true value of it was, but just him getting the naming rights to the Chappelle show was huge because companies don't give up that shit for nobody. Ask John Madden.
This iceberg wheelhouse, man. When he talk about like the record companies, that shit ain't right. This shit ain't right from the get. Right. They fucking stupid. Just fucking give people, you could even give people 50-50 and you'll make out better not being villainized as companies, and you could literally continue to not create shit but contracts and win.
Just you can't even John Madden. You're trying to John Madden, like Madden name's still on the game, but he don't get a check.
Hey, give me a name, bitch.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, JB.
Nigga, once they took his picture off of there, that was it. They was like, "Yo, we gonna use your name." He don't get none of that. They
do we even say John Madden on there anymore?
It says Madden.
That's his name. Neef, he don't own his name. Can you imagine you not owning your name? And that's what Dave was saying. Like, yo, I don't own my name.
Well, he said cowards rejoice.
Yo, but no, it's something to be said about his fans too, though, because it's a lot of people who we've said back they've canceled or whatever, and he asked his fans to not. And it must have happened. I know I stopped watching. I didn't watch. I don't know about y'all. I think y'all did. So, I mean, something to be said about his fans and their loyalty to him, because a lot of people haven't stopped listening to R. Kelly, though he's been canceled, or, other times when stuff like this has happened, maybe going the other way, people have continued to. So I think there's a reason. I think there was an effect on their pocket in some way. I don't think it was just, let's just give it to him to shut him up. I think it was something. I think there was something that happened. I think they
underlying factor.
Right. Of course,
it's definitely a bigger underlying.
So it's something to be said, because when you rock with Chappelle, you rock with Chappelle. Like, ain't no way around it.
Well, his brand of comedy is a staple of comedy, for people our age, because there hasn't been a comedian like him since him, right? So people could say, some people may say Cat Williams. I don't think so. Some people may say Kevin Hart. Hell no.
There's nobody you can compare to him in the game.
Who would say Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Yo, who would say Cat
There
Williams?
is nobody. There is nobody, bro. There is
Bring them
nobody.
to me.
People here say crazy stuff every day, right? Like, so
I'm not
Bring
even
them to
talking
my
to those
feet.
people. If you said that to me, I'm
right. We're not even in circles with people that be like,
yeah,
Cat Williams, shit, Cat Williams.
I'm walking away like, all right.
Kevin Hart.
This nigga just
not
say
even-
Cat
We
Williams.
was talking, yeah.
Kevin Hart is a great actor, but stand up now.
he's an entertainer.
He's by himself.
Entertainer.
We can't name anybody. Black,
You went too
white,
far with Kevin Hart being a great actor.
black, white, anybody. Can we name anybody who can touch Dave? There ain't nobody out. Period. I know
I think if Eddie
he be
was
trying.
to come
He
out
trying
retirement,
to get under my skin too.
No, I don't think anybody
You.
can catch it. And here's why I
trying to
tell
get
you
under his
why.
skin. I feel that way.
Look how many
regardless of where
specials
you
he
from.
has. Look how many specials he has that hit. Like,
Who?
bro, Dave Chappelle. Like, dog,
Oh,
this
okay.
dude has dropped multiple specials in a short span of time on Netflix. Now he's got this different type of you know,
way you're doing it. Yeah.
Commentary they're releasing. This is an artist, the way he's done it, man, he's the GOAT, bro. And look, I get it. Richard Pryor, look, love it. Like Sunset on the Strip, all that. Like he's got the great things. Eddie, you know, we got the raw delirious, great. You know, look, and I'm not just, that's not light work. You know what I'm saying? This is GOAT, man. Dave Chappelle is over all of that, bro. Like
I don't think Eddie can come back. JB, you said Eddie. I don't know if Eddie can come back. Eddie not,
no catching this dude.
Eddie, don't get me wrong. Eddie gonna be funny and funnier than most of 95% of everybody doing it. But
you don't feel like doing that shit.
The
only feel like doing that shit. You
the
try
only
to
person that come, the next person that you have to get to, and Davis now really surpassed him, to be honest. And this is really my favorite, is Chris Rock. I love Chris Rock, like, because Kristen's, you know, Tamborine's still dope. Like he got some, he's still there.
Chris,
but
you said Chris over Bernie though?
You can't even compare Bernie. Bernie ain't got that many names though, bro. That's like that album shit we be talking about. How many stand-ups do Bernie really got that you can compare? Chris got our
we're talking
stand-ups.
God level.
Not saying, listen. Now I agree with. Hold on now, Jay. I'm with you, Jay. In the room talking. Oh, I feel like Bernie is one of the, if not, I feel like Bernie and Eddie is the funniest people in the room. Period. Just in the room, just having conversation. I feel like those two.
Dave said himself that Eddie the funniest nigga in the room.
Right.
Like everybody
says that. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
I mean, but you still gotta even, you know, like we can't run away though, bro. Like I'm gonna be this guy right now. Can I be real? I love it all, so I gotta grade it all. Hey, I do think Jerry Seinfeld's funny, bro. If you really understand humor, I do think Ellen DeGeneres is funny, bro. I think Kathy Griffin is funny. George Carlin, like, if you really are a comic fan, you can get, you know, Bill Maher's a funny guy.
Though, Juice.
Huh?
Seinfeld don't have no stand-ups, Juice.
You don't think he got no stand-ups? You don't think
name one?
I really can't name them, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't even name it off.
I feel like he's funny though.
I can't name like his like main. But I've seen a few HBO specials. It was 2 HBO specials I saw with Seinfeld. Was hilarious, bro. I thought the show was hilarious too.
I couldn't even really
think he's funny.
Watch the episode.
George, I can't name specific George Carlin specials, but he has several. Like George Carlin actually has several specials that are hilarious over the span of years.
George Carlin was woke too.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that doesn't change the top 5 for me. I'm just saying though, we have people before we start jumping to like Kevin Hart and Cat Williams and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, to be honest with you, they're funny. I mean, they're just like really like the elite comic view comics to me. Like they're funny, but there's a certain level of like Patrice O'Neal, like.
Hey, real quick. Cool. Did you ever go back? You done with Corey?
I've been done with Corey.
Okay. I was curious. Did you ever go back?
I never went back.
But it's crazy because I knew how big a fan you were, and that just rubbed you the wrong way that much that you just. I totally understand it, but I just was curious.
Yeah, no, and I won't ramble on, but it was like a growth thing, man. It was like, damn, it's been 2 years. You talking about the same shit, and right. I've grown, so it's like having a conversation those kind of conversations with somebody like, I just can't. I'm not gonna put myself in the space where we talk about the same shit.
Yeah,
that ain't no, you know.
It's like that. It's like that guy who's still on the block that you grew up on, and when you go around there, you got all these things that's going on, and he's still stuck in that same space. So it's like when there's nothing for us to talk about because it's like we talking about kids, and you don't even see your kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it'd be like, what conversation can we really partake in besides, hey, what's going on with you? How you been? And keep it moving.
Right. I remember it was an old head used to be like a couple old heads used to just be on campus at school. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, what the fuck is y'all doing here? What's like after life like after this? You know what I'm saying? Right. And I can't ask you because you hearing it, you know. So
what about Gary Owen?
No, we're not even doing funny. That. He robbed that wave of just because it's black, because his wife black. It was cool at first, but he's still saying them same kind of jokes, and that's the only funny.
Right.
Hey,
we gonna talk y'all talking about it.
Hey, cool, but to what you said, hey, cool, but to
what you comic view comment.
But to what you said, the boy who's still on campus, my mama take care of me. That nigga still at the motherfucking house. I know some niggas like that, boy. My mama take care. Who said, well, what you gonna do? I don't gonna do nothing because my mama take care of me. That should be real. Now it's time for me to set the record straight as far as my 5 co-host. I gotta check y'all because y'all was talking real crazy about my man.
Hold on,
talking about oh, we had one. First of all, I'm gonna give Jay and Juice a pass because they a little younger, so I'm gonna give them a pass because they wasn't outside yet. So I'm gonna give them a pass. But Iceberg, but Cool, but JB, we sat here on this podcast and y'all acted like give them a verse. Hove ain't got the moves no more.
What are you talking
Hold on, no.
Wait.
Hold on.
I was
Hold on. Let me talk.
Let him get it out.
Hold on, let him talk. We had my man, what's my man named Dre?
You know this episode lives in perpetuity, right? No, hold on. I can't let you get this off and saying my name in vain.
No, let him get it
out. No, because you was the main one. You was the main one. Listen. What you said was, what you said. Hold on.
What talking about?
Hold on. What you said was, I said, yo, a verse right now. Who you got? Hove or Drake? Drake all day. Then Dre Day said, Dre Day hit me up, and they go hit me up. Dre Day said, if your life depended on it, and you said Hove then. You and JB said Hove then. I don't know if Cool was there, but I know for a fact you and JB said if your life depended on it, you said Hove. Right. Then hold on. Then Iceberg, you said, oh well, the last work he put out, the J Electronica album is
trash.
Right.
Was so trash.
Right. And Hove had to show y'all that stop
I don't understand
being
what
crazy.
You're saying.
How you understand? No,
was
you understand
the
what I'm saying.
J Electronica effort trash? Yes or no?
If I'm listen,
you're not hit. No. Question.
It was trash, but if it's your album, if it's your album, and your if it's your album, no, listen. If it's your album and it's your topics, if Juice got an album and Juice topics is this, that, and the third, and I'm on his album, I have to stick to what's going on right here. I'm not doing my own thing. I'm doing what we doing over here. If we got a group. We got a group podcast. We got to stick to what we do. If he got an album, it's J Electronica album, and he want Jay on it, Jay going to stick to the topic of the songs that he has available.
I'm the most unbiased person on this podcast,
bro.
Let's be very clear.
He was talking greasy, and Hove got busy. Hove got busy on it.
Why are you making it seem like Jay-Z ain't my favorite artist of all time?
Bro, you was talking greasy.
So I can talk greasy about something that's trash.
Right, and he just showed you
when nigga mouth played you Jay-Z for the first time. Yes,
I do. I remember on my way to homecoming.
You remember that verse.
The Nipsey verse was better though. Hold up. You're not gonna remember that verse in 6 months. Nipsey verse was better. The Nipsey verse was better. Hove is my favorite artist. Now Hove had the bar. He served you the bars you wanted. But go back and listen to that Nipsey verse. Nipsey had the better verse, bro. He was rapping his motherfucking ass off.
Where's the Drake verse like that? You don't get none.
What are you?
Drake don't got no.
Why are you bringing up Drake?
Because y'all was talking greasy about Hov when it comes to Drake. I'm not
saying you don't like him.
No, I do like him.
We got a whole verse, and the whole world yesterday was waiting on Certified Lover Boy to drop. Let's be very clear. Everybody wanted it to drop on goddamn
I wanted to drop. I wanted to drop. Just stop talking crazy about the whole. I'm just you, Iceberg. Stop talking.
No, the whole Drake thing was. I thought the only thing I remember saying was in reference to trying to keep up with the intent and the pace of somebody like Drake when you Jay-Z already. That's
I don't know if you was on cool.
I definitely don't remember none of that shit. Like, you know,
when we had Dre Day, when we had the boy Dre on.
I would probably bet money that my vote wasn't on that because I don't even recall that. I might have been in the middle or in between. But no, just like on some that not that he can't do it, just that he don't want to do it because the nigga raising his family and got fucking streaming services and all this other shit going on. That's been my whole point. That stages in life will dictate how much you want to do. Can Jay-Z come out the bench and do something? Yeah. But does it mean something to have that muscle memory of being on album, being on pace, picking tones, switching things the way you used to do it in your prime, the way Drake is doing it in his prime? Don't nobody want to do that with a wife and kids and shit.
Oh, yeah, true. Listen, I'm gonna have to re-listen to it. Juice, you're gonna have me listen to it again. Listen to the Nipsey part again. Just listen to it again. But like I said, I felt like, oh yeah, I got to get you. I had to get you. I'm sorry, I had to get you. I had to. You know, I had to. I was like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hov killed that verse.
I'll say this.
Verse, and then you come to the podcast, which lives in perpetuity to bash me over a fucking hot Hov verse.
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
You
wouldn't bash me?
Can I be honest?
Yes, you
would. Even with that dope whole verse, I'm still going with a Drake verse. If I'm dropping a song, I'm going with Drake because it's going to run up. We're going to make a great song. It's going to run up. Yes, Jay-Z's he gave a great verse on a Nipsey track.
Bro, listen,
it's perfect.
It's harder to get the whole verse.
Drake.
It's hard. Okay, and that's understandable. Drake is I'm not. Please believe me.
And Drake
is the best artist out right now. Period.
But Jay-Z's my favorite too.
I don't know. You don't sound like it, bro. I really have a hard time accepting that from you because I don't know. I think Drake's
I'm just with the coach.
I think Drake's your favorite.
Culture.
I think Drake's your favorite. I still love you, bro. I still love all you. I just had to call you on that though. So I'm trying to think if I want to go here. Is there anything that sticks out to y'all that y'all want to talk about before I go to wherever else?
Y'all see Big got the documentary coming on Netflix March the 1st?
No, I did.
It's called I Got a Story to Tell.
Is it really going it's gonna be better than other stuff we've seen? Do you get a vibe for that?
The documentary.
I mean, we've seen other type documentaries, I guess. Like, so it's some official. Like, you seen
what's his name doing it? D-Rock doing it. No, I just saw it. Okay. Shout out to the Invisible Bully.
Okay.
And Mark Pitts and Miss Wallace.
Okay. Now I can't wait for that's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good.
Yeah.
Y'all see Gorilla Glue Girl got her hair situation done. I think she got it done for free by a black doctor.
Yeah, between Beyonce's hairdresser stepped in and this black doctor. I can't remember what country he's from. Shout out to him because he came here with $200 and he's got his brand up, but she finally got that shit undone for the dumbass mistake she did. So
I hate clout chasers. like since we gotta talk about this. Yeah, I hate them.
You took the word out of Beyonce.
I gave it about this much energy, and that was it. Like,
I never seen the video of her with her. Fuck. I never seen it. Now she got a new agent and all that, so it is corny how that. It's sad for real. It's really sad that you don't have it. Like, it's sad that people go through.
Right for clout is literally a song.
Right.
It's a whole song.
Talks
about the shit people do.
It was funny, right? So we was all chilling in DR, right? And so this girl said, I need to go put some gel in my hair. I said, so everybody look, right? You know me. I'm like, make sure that shit ain't Gorilla Glue because you ain't gonna come back downstairs. Yo, the people in Spanish in DR knew what the fuck I was talking about and died laughing. Like, it's crazy that people just would die laughing over that shit.
That shit is crazy.
They said the Gorilla Glue girl put y'all GoFundMe money on the Benz.
I still don't think her scalp gonna be the same. I don't care what you say. That's gonna leave with something permanent. As far as how her hair grow or something.
If I would feel so much sorrier for her if someone did that to her, but since she did it to herself,
I can't feel sorry for you, right?
Dummy.
At all.
Like y'all would clown me if I was like, "Yo, I had a hard on and goddamn put Gorilla Glue in my shit so to stay hard." Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right, that is the equivalent. You see how your face screwed up just now?
Yo,
That's
why'd you even put that
equivalent?
Put
That's
that
literally the equivalent.
Yeah. JB always get like that, yo. JB always get like that.
Because some goofball gonna hear that and be like, "Oh, the good idea."
All right.
The dude Gorilla glued a red cup to his lip.
Somebody already did, right?
Just dumb shit. Your lip's not gonna be the same. Your lip not gonna be the same no more.
Do you know why this nigga said he did it?
I don't.
Because he wanted to prove. He gave some silly ass reason that
I
he
browsed past that shit.
Prove that it wasn't gonna be a big deal or some shit like that. And I was like, bro, are you serious? Like, people are doing this shit on purpose, bro. They are. Like you really. What the fuck?
What Fab say? Money ain't the root of all evil. Attention is.
Bro, you watch the Truman Show, yo. That shit was ahead of its time. It's coming back.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yo, coming back. Let's
jump into this Mark Cuban situation. So Mark Cuban decided that at the Dallas Mavericks game, they weren't going to play the national anthem. And hold on real quick. What team? It was an NFL team that didn't come out for the national anthem. I think it was the Buffalo Bills, I want to say. But I think I did bring that up. But Mark Cuban decided that they weren't going to play the national anthem anymore at the Dallas Mavericks home games. And then the NBA came in and changed that.
I thought he came back and said he didn't say that.
He didn't say what? He didn't say that they wasn't doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what the story I got was that he said it. I don't know if he reneging on it or what, but it was something that didn't happen at one of the games, I think. It didn't happen. And then the NBA came in and said basically overstepped him on that one. I made tell him he had to do it. Y'all might have heard something different, though, so I could be wrong. Anybody else familiar with that story?
Vaguely, I kind of breezed past it because it didn't seem like it was too much to it other than, he chose to not have the song played, which it doesn't have to. It's not something that, you know what I mean? Like, we pride ourselves on, quote unquote, in context of this country being like having these liberties. But then when you say, hey, I don't necessarily agree with this or that, and then it turns into a whole thing. I mean, it's cool that he did it. I'm kind of past symbolism.
He didn't play any for the 13 preseason games. He didn't play the national anthem.
Preseason games?
Correct.
13 when Jay? It wasn't 13 it wasn't no preseason games this year.
It was.
Was it 13 preseason games?
It wasn't 13, no.
Right.
But they did have preseason.
You talking about the 13 home games?
It says, but the national anthem has not been played before any of the 13 preseason games or regular games at the American Airlines this season.
Slow down and read it.
Preseason and preseason and regular season, bro. Okay, so all year they haven't been doing it.
Read it first before you read it out loud. Slow down.
Marry a little lamb.
Oh boy, I miss y'all. God damn.
This nigga Jay's like, where your glasses at?
Yo, I think I need glasses too. Yo. I have to go to the eye doctor.
That shit funny.
I'm going next month. I need some of my damn stuff. I'm just getting it. This getting old shit, man. Like,
yeah.
Wait, whoa. Speaking of the doctors, your boy got his lab works. I just
okay.
Got all clear, everything.
Got the
clear.
oil changed.
Got it all. I mean, literally, my cholesterol is under 200. It's a 173.
That's
and my HDL, my good cholesterol actually went up. They said
let's go.
My A1C, which is a 3-month average of your blood sugar. And I checked that because we have a family history of diabetes in our family.
Right.
It is checked every year, went down to 5.6. 5.6 5.8 is the top normal. Anybody that got that in their family should be asking, especially of a certain age. So I was really encouraged to hear that because we talked about kind of, being healthy and health as well. And it's not to shame anybody because I actually had a couple years from the last time I had gotten it done, just kind of life. And then, it gets away from you. So I just encourage everybody, especially, men to kind of get checked out and then work backwards from it. You rather know and see how you can deal with things than to do it the other way around. Shout out to Black Seed Oil, man. I think it's really doing something.
That shit is amazing.
It didn't anticipate, and it just started from us, getting it from Iceberg and all that kind of stuff. So it's doing something, some other stuff. I can't even go deep, into it, but it's apparently working. So.
Hey, you take a little drop of that black seed and a little maca root, cool, and I think.
Yeah,
what's that second thing you said, JB? What's the second thing you said?
Maca, M-A-C-A.
Yeah, maybe pronounce it.
What's that?
Maca root.
You might have to send that to the group. Send that to the group. We need to be up on it.
Ladies too.
Yeah. That's the shit. Remember in the Golden Child, he's like, good to keep the yang up. Ain't nothing wrong with my yang.
Oh, it's one of them. Yeah, everything copacetic, but
Or for me, it's just sativa hybrid.
Yeah, that's sativa hybrid. That shit. Yeah.
I drink Mama Wana.
But no, likewise for me, cool, man. Like I had recently been to the doctor, and it was the same for me. Like I hadn't been in a while, so I was a little more on the nervous side, but because I'm always, concerned about things like hypertension and heart and things like that. So everything checked out as well. Cholesterol, I do need to get down, but I was able to at least know that and see like, hey, these are things that I need to do now, so I won't have problems later on. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you may want to work on, weight, whatever, you could do that shit. You should do it and go get that lab work done and know what's going on in your body, man. You know what I'm saying? Before it's too, it's late. Before it's too late, because I just had an in-law pass away from hypertension. You know what I'm saying? So
that's definitely one of them generational curses that we definitely trying to break, especially here. Like we talk about this often, and our dads, you didn't hear those conversations. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's good. I love Cool, and that's why I always like Cool. Go ahead, give him the spill, give him the rundown, Cool, because Cool, that's his lane for real, and it's encouraging and it's good to hear. Like I know I gotta go make sure everything copacetic with me, but that's one thing I take pride in our podcast, and we always address that and make that something that we put out there and talk about in a positive manner, because our dads and wasn't, our grandfathers, they wasn't about going to nobody's doctor.
Yeah, that Robert, I mean that blood work is vital, man. That's key, man. When you take those doctor visits, like, of course, you want to go and check, because men, we usually worry about the extremities, your back, shit like that. But the blood work is
key.
It's just as important.
Man. Like you gotta get that oil change. Like I didn't know I was on the cusp of diabetes until I got my blood work. And I remember when my buddy had passed, he passed from pancreatic cancer. And I was freaked out. I'm like, he's 35, 37. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I went and got the oil change. And the doctor was like, he was like, man, I was like, I need that. Whatever test, can you test me for fucking pancreatic cancer now? Like, I don't want to know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But you do that, man, and like Cool said, you work backwards from it. I had to, for sure, change my behaviors as I was leaning close to being, like Cool said, we family, so that we got diabetes in our family. So I was leaning close to that side, and I had picked up a couple extra pounds because I was sitting behind the desk at work every day. So, that shit, man, that's a good thing, man. I'm glad you put that out there. And I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it before, but that the blood work,
we always talk about that. At least every 3 or 4 episodes it comes up, definitely.
The blood work is key. Show now.
All right, so Trump got acquitted again. This nigga 2 times. 2 times.
Yeah, they dumb. I didn't think.
I ain't
Teflon down.
Yeah,
I kind of wish I could produce the mixtape for that nigga. Like
Teflon down.
Yeah, they can't stop him. Nah, they can't stop you. No. Brett Reed got fired. Andy Reid's son, who got in that car accident a couple of days before the Super Bowl. I guess he was drinking. I don't know. Is this child okay? Has anybody?
She in a coma.
I haven't gotten it.
Oh wow. I mean, that's listen. That guilt of that right there just got to be as a father and knowing that it was you. That guilt right there, boy. I can't even imagine it. I won't wish that on nobody.
Yeah. How drunk he got to be?
Very.
But I wonder if that's
he's had.
Is that the same one that was in trouble all the time? Because it was one of them running around Philly down North Philly. They was down North Philly getting busy.
That's him. Yeah.
It was both of them. No, it was both of them. One of them died.
One of them dead?
Yeah, one of them died. Both of them was wild. But he was the one that got caught on the highway with the gun. Like, I don't think he had some pills or something like that in Philly. Like, they both was wild.
Yeah, niggas was talking about he was down North Philly.
Andy had a rough week, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
They lost Marty. They lost the other brother, Therese Paler, man. Young brother, journalist for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he was 37, 30, maybe younger than that. He passed, I want to say either that Monday or Tuesday. And it was like floating around the ESPN timeline and all the other like sports news media timeline. So he had, they had a rough week in Kansas City, man.
Yeah, definitely. T.I. and Tiny, they shut down the they show. They not
what show?
VH1? The little show they had, the T.I. and Tiny and Family show.
Oh, I never watched that show.
Family Hustle.
I never watched it.
I never watched it either, but they shut it down due to the allegations that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I seen something about Lauren London, and they was trying to say Lauren London was pregnant, and everybody had a lot to say about the fact that she's moved on in her life. And I mean, how long is this woman supposed to? I'm pretty sure she agrees over Nipsey. I don't doubt the love for him.
She's a grown woman.
She pregnant?
I don't know. They tried to say that, but end of the day, it's been 2 years. Like who puts the time?
And if she was, he ain't coming back.
Right. Exactly. That too. You know what I'm saying?
She said she's trying to heal. She's not
worried about. Right, but it just
if healing for her was getting her the back up pussy knocked out, then that's what she needs. I mean, shit. It ain't like my thing is like all the people saying that it ain't a nigga who might have commented on that wouldn't help her. Like it wouldn't be like
I love Nipsey.
Yeah, like nigga be
come here, this only this time. That's it. I took some of that.
Fucking turn the fucking listen to the victory lap right after he. Like,
JB, I just had some of that Macco. Come here real quick.
Yeah, all that shit.
What would a man do? I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, it's like if my spouse passes away 2 years, nigga, I'm.
What's my man name? That was the senator John Edwards. Remember he was going through that shit and his wife died. They was like, man, John, you a piece of shit. John, like, look, I'm gonna still fuck around. Like, what are y'all tripping? Like, she dead.
Right.
Man, that's ridiculous to put somebody time frame on somebody else. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
who is that? Who's grown with business to do with dead? Put some stuff
that's
like
somebody
that.
who ain't been through nothing. You can tell you ain't been through nothing either. To sit back here and say that. Who are you to say?
Also, like Cool said, they don't have nothing to do. You gotta have shit to do to be like, Lord London wildin'. She's gonna get little niggas, man. She supposed to hold it down for Nipsey till she get to heaven. No, she ain't.
Right.
Shit.
You see the NBA, it's been a backlash from the major stars, LeBron mainly, who say they don't want to participate or ain't really feeling the All-Star game, during the All-Star game in March.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same. They don't have no. I mean, what they have 2 months off?
Yeah, 71 days.
Yeah, 71 days, right?
And like you look at AD injury.
Right.
That's a stress injury. That's a stress injury.
I think that like a time off plays a part in just how his performance all year.
Absolutely. Let the doctor
everybody.
Motherfucking
everybody ain't got the equipment that LeBron got in their house. Right?
And the twist is everybody didn't go that distance. Them and the Heat.
That's what I'm saying.
About
like,
maybe Denver. Who else was in who was in the East?
He's a big dude.
Finals,
He's a big dude. Miami. He's a big dude.
No, I'm talking about the Eastern Conference Finals against them.
Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boston.
But they young. They younger too. They also younger. They are.
Right.
They
I mean, he was chipped up. He was chipped up in the playoffs though.
He's never healthy. Like that's his thing. He's never healthy
ever.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing in New Orleans. Is like he 82 games. Good luck.
NBA be silly to force that. They told the players they weren't gonna have no All-Star game or something like that. I understand. They would rather have these players healthy for the playoffs at the end. Why are you trying to force something in the middle?
The twist too cool is them all going in one space and possibly all getting sick and then going back to their teams.
Bro,
and you had a whole breakout of COVID.
That money, when the motherfucking money come up short, hey man.
Listen, they missing them tickets. They missing them ticket sales, bro.
Black Lives Matter, all that shit going out the window because motherfuckers be like, hey, this fucking TV deal we got for All-Star game, nigga. Hold up, Adam Silver. You better bring these niggas in.
But
here.
like you said, though, can you do an All-Star Saturday Night Slam Dunk contest in the empty gym? I don't think so.
No.
It don't hit
good the same.
They'll try.
Hey man, they're gonna try it though, bro.
First of all, it's Atlanta, right? Like when you say it don't hit different, they got like sounds, right? And there's people gonna be there, so it's gonna hit the same.
Not like you just the same.
I don't know. The crowd reaction in the All-Star game was like that's a big part of it. Like,
but what about I'm talking like
are they closed? Ain't they open though?
Yeah, Atlanta was never really closed.
Right. Atlanta was where the corona was born and raised.
Hey, we didn't in Houston either. Houston been wide open, bro.
I was saying, I was at.
Well, y'all ain't wide open right now. Y'all in the house right now, right? Juice.
Well, yeah, because it's cold. But I'm saying, rather than that, nigga,
it's like snow. Like, look, we say COVID down there, it ain't do nothing. Send some snow down there. God damn.
Yeah, get in the house. Get your ass in the house.
Yo, that Cardi B up go hard, dog. You don't think so?
Oh man, I might make a motherfucking snippet. This shit is wild.
You don't think it go hard?
I never heard it. Like,
that shit go hard, bro.
I heard she stole it.
I heard that too.
I was just about to say that.
That shit go.
What is it? What's the name of the song?
It's called Up.
It's called Up.
That shit go hard, bro.
That Cardi B shit go wild.
So listen,
How I go? I don't
know it like that. I just know this shit go hard.
Trying to say that shit. Get out of here.
I don't do it like that.
I try to catch you slipping.
Y'all so fucking petty. I don't know it. But that shit dumb. That shit dumb. That shit harder than any shit Megan put out. In period.
Oh, why you say period like that?
Because it's harder than it wasn't. It wasn't. Listen, it wasn't.
What's up with you, yo?
It is.
Yo, what's up with you?
With what? What I do?
You said Cardi B for one thing, and then you said period.
Oh, like the city.
Hey,
yo, shut up! You're thinking too much.
I'm not. We all thinking the same thing.
No, I wasn't
even. You might as well say period, poo. Like that's where you are with it right now, yo.
Who the fuck says that?
You was this close.
Same
people say Cardi B up go hard.
Flush ride to work. Listen to City Girls, bro. Leave alone.
Listen,
we not gonna.
I ride to work. Listen to the locks, bro. Stop playing. You know how I do.
Now you did. You already said period.
Megan. First off, we're not gonna pit.
We were saying period before the City Girls ever came out.
Listen, we're not gonna pit the two ladies against one another. They were on a song with each other that did fabulous. You know what I'm saying? That was, did great numbers on the charts. Megan has been very consistent, bro. She's dropped a lot of heat, so I like them both. I think they're both dope. I don't think it's one over the other. They're both very dope.
Cash Dog got a new song too. That's pretty fire.
Yeah, the women are killing it, bro. Like I think all the ladies is like, yo, they're rapping, bro. They're rapping their ass.
I think it's room for all of the women. There's no scarcity in this. We create cool. We create everything.
No, I really said that for Juice. I know Juice love Megan, so
yeah, no.
I was trying to trigger Juice.
I think it's important that I think we do that. I think it can be done passively. It's a natural thing to kind of to pit them. But even the girl that had that new song that we talked about 15 on that Busted Challenge thing out of Houston. She sounded like maybe a little bit, but like that count. I mean, she on the board with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Erica Banks.
How y'all feel about as far as women in R&B, because women in R&B really doing their thing too. What made me bring this up? I was listening to Summer Walker though. I ain't gonna hold you. I listened to Summer Walker, me and the wife the other day. So who's the top, like, as when you think about women in R&B, because there's a lot of them out there doing their thing. Who stick out to you as like some of the top?
Ari Lennox.
I like Ari.
She the only one that actually can sing to me.
Whoa, Jasmine Sullivan, brother.
Oh yeah, but she not new. She old.
I didn't say new. I just said who's sticking out.
Oh, I thought you said new.
I said who's sticking out just right now. I mean, you know that
Jasmine.
Her.
That motherfucking hotels is
her too.
Lord.
Yo, I think somebody I really slept on their career, and I probably brought this up multiple times, is Tiana Taylor, man. Like I really slept on her. I thought she wasn't gonna be. I thought she was gonna end up being some actor or something like that, and wasn't gonna make no music. Like a lot of her shit be rocking too. Like a lot of her music, she be doing her thing. Like I really like Tiana Taylor a whole lot as far as the music she put out.
I do like Ari. I like her voice.
Yeah, she got that Badu, but it's different.
Yeah,
though.
Right, exactly.
It's different though. She definitely got her own way of doing it, but it like Badu little cousin or something like.
Right. She's sexy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
hold on. What JB? Because JB was not. Where JB at? Oh, why?
Oh
no, because no.
Sexy than a motherfucker.
Oh, I love Ari Lennox.
No, you did. I said something about Ari Lennox or the.
No, yeah. Oh no,
no, not you. Cool, not you. Cool. Tell JB. JB was like,
what happened?
And I was like, I said something about Ari Lennox, and he was like, nah. As far as
I might have been off that day.
Okay, that's fine. We can take that.
Nah, she my favorite.
Do y'all want to talk about the Steve Nash saying Kyrie is better than Iverson?
He said more talented.
Do you think he's more talented than Iverson?
No.
Skill wise, yes.
I think he got a better jumper than AI did.
He's no. He's way more skilled than Iverson. Athletically.
But listen,
was y'all at?
AI didn't play. Listen, hold on.
I'm going with AI.
When you say more skill, what do you mean more skill?
Like when I say skill set, like he's a better ball handler. He's a better shooter. Right?
He's a what?
I wouldn't call him a better ball handler.
He's a better ball handler.
Yeah, I think so. I think AI.
He got it from AI.
AI had the crossover. The shit.
He got it from AI.
The shit. I'm with you, JB. The shit he do with that rock.
We've never seen anybody handle the ball like Kyrie.
Allen Iverson.
Maybe Zeke.
Nobody had like
Allen Iverson had the crossover. He just crossed you. The shit.
So where does Kyrie get it from?
Listen, he don't just cross you over, bro.
Rod Strickland.
He'll tell you about. Have you watched Kyrie play? Have you watched Kyrie hoop before?
Rod Strickland was.
I'm with you.
So you telling me that Kyrie? You telling me that Kyrie?
No, I would not listen.
He's looking up Rod Strickland videos instead of Allen Iverson. Hell,
so listen,
he got his own set. He got his own set of.
Hold up. So hear me out. So what I'm saying is, I understand what Steve Nash is saying.
But if you ask me, take a team to the finals, bitch.
No, that's what I'm cool. No, I'm with you. So if you ask me who I'm taking, who's the better basketball player, who had the better athleticism, who could carry a team, it's Allen Iverson.
Right.
I'm not taking Allen Iverson. I'm not taking Kyrie Irving over Allen Iverson.
But you see what he's saying.
I don't.
But in regards to like skill, like with a basketball, as a shooter, I would say Kyrie's a better shooter than.
I don't agree with you. No,
listen. Take the dislike of Kyrie and personally out of it.
Yeah,
and watch him hoop.
I don't fuck with
the
Kyrie.
boy. The boy, nice.
I like Kyrie.
Now listen, hold on. It's something to be said about.
Listen, bro. Like AI. If AI had better coaching, AI would have been a better AI. That's one thing.
I think if AI would play
if Kyrie and Kyrie Irving and LeBron James never go back to Cleveland, fuck out of here. I don't know who the fuck Kyrie think he is. He's a great player, but they would have been a lottery team still in Cleveland.
Oh, true.
We forgot.
We're not saying that. That wasn't national.
So then how do you think the person who carried the fucking team is more skilled than the person who couldn't?
Bro, that's not possible.
No.
In regards
to this,
I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
How is it possible?
Okay, the hot sauce is a better ball handler than Kyrie.
No, what I'm saying is this. The
hot sauce is a better ball handler than Kyrie.
Success?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No. Success doesn't. In a team sport, success, you can't just use success as talking about. That is what you're talking about.
You just went to team sport. I said that
Because you're
hot
talking
sauce
about
is a
the
better
success
ball
of the
handler.
team.
I said that hot sauce is a better ball handler than
you
Kyrie.
talking loud
Yes
don't
or
mean
no?
nothing, bro.
I said yes or
Ray
no.
No,
You're not
Ray
answering.
no,
for
he's
How
not.
so?
Ray
He's
for
not.
So
Austin
how
got a
so?
contract.
How
He's
so?
not.
Hold
So
on.
how so?
He's not.
Ray
How
for
so?
Ray
Let me
for
get.
Austin got a contract because he can ball handle.
Let's
Because he
get
got
one
one move.
point.
What you talking about?
Because he did
Let's
what?
get 1
What are you
point
talking
because I
about?
think there's room here, an opportunity to get a real key understanding of something. So Flush. What are you what are you saying in regards to Allen Iverson and Kyrie? What is being said, and how do you explain it to be true in your belief in that?
No.
I want to hear you out.
Just as JB said, I would take Iverson over
Or
Kyrie.
should JB explain it so we can then give the count?
So
Go ahead, JB.
ultimately my point was like I'm not taking Kyrie over Allen Iverson. Like I know who Allen Iverson was. I know Allen Iverson was a dog. He was literally one of the most freak athletes you ever. I seen him live one time, and I've never seen anybody to this day get from point A to point B that fast with a basketball. Closest thing is I've seen live is John Wall, and it's not even close. AI was floating 2 or 3 steps. He getting up and down the court. So, but I'm to get another example, right? Excuse me. When the other day they was comparing shooters, and they were saying between Ray Allen and Steph, and I'm like, if you are like with shooting, basketball player, if you're shooting, if you ever played anybody in basketball, your worst nightmare, because all of us are under 7 feet tall or 6'10". Your worst nightmare, because we all guards and shit, is a little ass guard who can dribble, get away from you, and shoot. That's why I think Steph Curry is a better shooter than Ray Allen. It was now at peak Ray Allen, was Steph a better basketball player than Ray Allen? No. Not AI, like I'm talking about like peak Ray Allen. Like when he was still jumping, getting away from people, dunking and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think peak Ray Allen was exceptional.
I want to interject for a minute and just
hold on. I'm gonna give you some more. So in regards to the question, like skill, Kyrie is probably the best skill, like the best ball handler I have ever seen, maybe since Isaiah Thomas, like in the NBA, and like getting away from people, having people lean on him and still be able to control the basketball the way that he does, full speed, change of direction. We've never seen that. I haven't seen it since Zeke, for real. And a guard who can score. Now, if you ask me who was the dog who could jump over people, fly, and was just athletically gifted to a point where he can carry a team by himself, being under 6 feet, Allen Iverson. He's a legend. He's an MVP. Kyrie's not better than him. But in regards, I think Kyrie's more skilled than Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? That's just in regards to like shooting and dribbling. Everything else is AI, hands down. Like hands down.
Let me answer what Rose said, because Rose said, could he carry a team like Allen Iverson?
No, fuck no,
not at all. But I don't think you can't measure skill on success. It's people that have hold on in a team game on a team game.
Dame Lillard.
In basketball, you can. In basketball,
okay, so but Dame Lillard,
football.
He's never been to the Western Conference Finals before.
He better than Kyrie, and what he doing?
No, this is what I'm saying. No, we talking about AI. What I'm saying is this: if it's players that got 6 rings. Just because you won 6 rings, you won 6 times, or you won a lot of rings, do that make you better than a Charles Barkley who's never won a ring?
No, but
okay. So hold on, cool. So as far as success,
like apples and oranges.
No, bro. You said can you carry a whole team to the finals?
It's not a direct correlation. JB's breakdown was good enough for me. Basically, if I'm looking at a rating, right, and it's 5 or 6 categories rated, Kyrie nip them in 2 or 3 up. You know,
right? That's it.
In general terms. But AI got the overall score. I can understand that in my mind analogy. But what I'm saying is, Kyrie Irving might be a great dribbler. Who's the second and third best handler in the league? It ain't no drastic difference between Kyrie, if you think is number 1, or whoever you think is number 2 and 3. It's not a drastic difference.
Yeah.
And I think
that's a fair point, cool.
And I believe Kyrie Irving name has elevated himself to a level where he thinks more highly of himself.
Oh, no doubt.
That's fine. but it's only because LeBron James brought him a championship.
And cool, let me say this, cool. I would take Dame. I would take Dame over Kyrie. I would take Dame over.
That's what I'm saying. And so
Dame
like,
an assassin. Dame an assassin, bro.
I like Kyrie, but I also think he know what he's doing, and I don't like that part. Like to think that to not see the value, you never was able to finish, to not understand the value in all that shit, the collective thing, is not. It ain't never sit right with me trying to like throw LeBron under the bus and all that shit. So I just think he's elevated to a level of conversation.
It's a hype statement, bro.
The championship.
It's a hype statement. Like, why not just say that he is skilled in this area like we've never seen and leave it at that? Why we have to?
They're going to do it. They're going to flip it anyway. I'm not
even going to believe that. What are we talking about?
Juice, it's
like,
because
can we talk about the reality though?
Nash ass. It was because AI was busting Steve
Can we
Nash
talk about the reality of it?
What's the reality?
What was his coach supposed to say other than that?
Right.
That's true.
I don't give a fuck if he believed it or not.
Let me ask you this. Yo, and this is real. If and Kobe Bryant said this, if Kyrie was 6'5" instead of 6'3", the conversation would be different about Kyrie. Kobe said that.
But Kobe said it about the old Kyrie. This new Kyrie is.
We talking about
Kyrie can stay healthy.
Old Kyrie, new Kyrie.
Niggas in 5.
Yeah, smooth Kyrie. I don't care about none of that.
I can be a fan of Kobe and not agree with him.
Like,
right?
If he think that he'd be a problem, like, wouldn't Allen Iverson be a problem at 6'5"?
Yeah, true.
Right.
True.
Shit, Ray for
I'd be a fucking problem at 6'5".
I'd be a problem at 6'5".
Bro, I sing you hoop, bro. You wouldn't.
I will be more of a problem at 6'5" and 5'8", regardless if you see me hoop or not.
Yeah.
I sing you hoop. 6'5".
That's fine.
Good point.
6'5" would not change anything.
I would still be a different basketball player.
Yeah. Poo juice.
That's fine. I can dunk though.
Right.
Maybe, hopefully.
No, that's not a hope for it. I could dunk.
It is hopefully.
6'5".
It's some niggas 6'5" can't dunk.
Who?
I don't know. It's some niggas. Jay Weezy. Jay Weezy
ain't 6'5".
Yes, he is.
No, fuck
Jay Weezy is.
Jay Weezy ain't fucking 6'5".
Jay Weezy 6'5", bro. Jay Weezy 6'5", bro.
Our cousin 6'5". He struggled dunking.
Who? Smooth.
That's because
I've seen Smooth dunk before.
Is he not jumping?
Nah, it's weird. It's weird, Juice. I've seen him block a 7-footer's like dunk, but for whatever reason, you kick that shit to him on a fast break. He can't put the 1 and 2 together to get that motherfucker down properly.
Yeah, it's a mechanic. Yo, it's a mechanic.
It's
that could be tough.
I've seen him block somebody's shot like 13 feet in the air, dog.
Right.
He could do it though if he wanted to.
Right.
He might
that's what 6 months in the foot doctor.
What we're saying is,
that's all it takes. Get him right,
cool. You do have the ability to do it if you could do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, 6'5", yeah, you can get there.
All right, yo, Quaker Oaks no longer using Aunt Jemima as the spokesperson.
It doesn't matter. I don't. Yeah, like that shit was just.
We're not using master bedrooms. The term master bed. Get out of here.
Yeah, like we don't care, bro. Like, hey, pay us. Shut the fuck up and give us some bread. Otherwise, I don't care about that shit, bro. We're past that shit. We don't care. Right. We was gonna eat that shit anyway. If that shit said ain't your mama, we was still gonna eat it because that's what we like. We buy that shit. Or Miss Butterworth. Fuck y'all. We don't care.
Was Mrs. Butterworth black too? She was black, wasn't she? I can't.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting
all those
sick of
curves in that body. I mean, in that body,
all those curves in that body.
You said what?
All those curves in that body.
Like all kind of.
Hold on. There's nothing to be said about him checking out a fucking bottle though. But y'all want to give me a hard time over a period?
Look at what happened when they gave Aunt Jemima the perm and shit.
Who checks out Aunt Jemima's body? Like, I mean, fucking
man.
No, y'all wrong because y'all let that shit ride. Y'all let that shit ride.
Cardi B, period, poo.
I didn't say no fucking. What the fuck is?
Yo. Oh, this podcast episode name is Niece. Period.
That's not the name of this episode.
Like as if you control it.
Hey.
That's not the name of this episode.
Hey, you gotta put the T. You gotta put the T at the end.
I gotta put period.
That's not the name of this episode.
Oh, you should chop that up. You should be like Cardi B up is stuck is period.
Yo, that shit hard though. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Shit is hard.
But he act like he didn't know the words though.
Like I said,
I don't know it like that.
Jay, you checking out Mrs. Butterworth
that's
and shit. Come on, bro. You gotta stop. All right. What I had one more drink. What I had? Oh, is it too late for I Can't Feel My Face? Yeah. Mixtape from Judas and Wayne. You supposed to be working on that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yes.
Nobody
to answer your question.
Nobody will ever care.
When you said that, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this means.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a real T Wayne album than that.
Right. That's a good point.
I don't even know if I want to hear a Wayne album, period.
At all.
Right.
I want to know who you following on social media that shit even came across your desk.
I ain't know it either.
Somewhere Google or fucking.
Hey, you follow
fucking the Chat House, huh?
You follow Say Cheese Digital?
Who? Say Cheese
I do.
Digital.
No. Yeah.
Should I be?
Yeah,
you should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they? Did they come up there? Did they come out recently and say that they was doing it or working on it?
Yeah. It might have been Jim Jones might have said that. I'm not sure, but I heard it somewhere.
Oh,
he might have said that on the
Button podcast.
He might have said that.
Okay,
I don't know. I seen it somewhere though. Listen, dog, I don't know where I get the shit from. It happens.
We know because we still trying to figure out that Cardi B shit, but whatever.
That Cardi B shit. Listen, dog, that shit go hard. I'm telling you.
That's what she said.
Yo. Name a rapper who you feel has gotten better over the years. And I think that's hard. That's hard. Who's gotten better with
over the years? Fabulous. I would say 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, that's a good one. Fabulous.
Oh, you feel like Fab got better over the years? I ain't mad at that.
Royce.
Yeah.
Royce aged. Yeah. Royce aged like.
That's
whiskey.
A good one, Juice. That's a good one, Juice.
That nigga aged like whiskey, bro.
Eminem, can I be honest? He's starting to catch up. No. And I'm not. You know how I feel about him, but like I've been checking some shit out. Like if he curves it a little more and keep it to some shit that's more relevant, the nigga got the flow, bro. Boy, homie know that we talking. He know that we don't believe him. He got to come with it.
I still ain't heard a whole Eminem album in my life.
I said it once and I'll say it again, Crit, because he's underrated. Like people are starting to realize this shit from him. Like this brother can actually spit and like. And I was watching.
What does he drop though?
Drinking champs and
drink champs.
Drink champs, yeah.
I'm about to start grinding all y'all about everything y'all say. Fucked up.
Motherfucker said period 3 times. Now he want to grind everybody. You said duh. Your twos don't sound right. Where you from, Baltimore?
Yep. All that.
Yo, so no, but Crit, like Walker said it, like yo, he is like so underrated in his and whatnot.
I think Rick Ross got better. I feel like. Compared to when he first came out.
I'm a huge Royce fan. I'm gonna say it like I always say. He rap better than Eminem and always has.
Yep, that's true. I think Jim Jones did. If you listen to Jim Jones early on, Jim Jones was terrible. So he ain't had no choice but to get better.
Hey Neef, I agree with that. I was thinking this past week, and it's crazy, but Jim Jones is a little underrated, especially again, timeline wise. That first album was horrible.
Oh, terrible. Oh my God.
And he got some songs that's Jim Jones songs, and when you think of it, like it might play and you're like, damn, I know this was on Jimmy album, you think it's a Dipset song or maybe it had a feature, but it's his joint. Then he got some smooth, Someone with Miami, some little joints that you could ride out and you'd be like, this fucking Jim Jones. But yeah, I would agree, he got better.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to cover?
Is anybody watching this D'Angelo versus Friends next weekend?
But is it in Friends? I thought I'd seen something that said in Friends.
It say D'Angelo v Friends because it's versus.
No.
But it's a live concert though, right?
Yeah, at the Apollo. Yes.
I will be.
What's next Saturday?
The
I want to know who the friends.
The 27th,
like, I hope,
sir.
Next week.
I hope
I hope
he
not
bring
this
out.
Saturday.
I hope he bring out Tribe Called Quest and all that. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing who.
Yo, did y'all have y'all heard the Phife Dawg drink with Phife Dawg got a drink with Busta Rhymes and Redman? They got. I was wondering if it's an album coming or something because they got a Phife Dawg single with Redman and Busta Rhymes on it.
Is it Phife Dawg? Because I know Phife Dawg got a song on with Busta. He on there with Busta, so I don't know.
Redman.
I don't like posthumous.
Right, I'll be honest. Nope.
I don't care for them.
Trying to
right, like that was my biggest fear about the Nipsey and Hove song, because things you say, you know, Hove was talking about shit that happened 2.5 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was January 6th. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how that Biggie album was. Like it was
which one? Not the duets, the one before, the one after.
You know that one, the one
Born Again, the Born
Again. Trying to match up the voices to the fucking beat.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like posthumous albums, man. And Phife been gone a long time in relation to, you know, what?
Do you think there's a lot of 5 years? There's a lot of verses that haven't been heard as far as Phife, possibly.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah! You know how much they used to record? Man, he probably got. I mean, but I think Q-Tip said he got
executive. You think he's executive? Oh, got something to do. He definitely got something to do with it, right?
Q-Tip got all the.
Oh,
he said his hard drive. He got thousands of hours of like them rapping.
Yeah, because I heard he don't like putting shit out. He hold on to shit. No, you gotta. Chris Lighty.
Well, you know he a perfectionist, dog.
Yeah, like, said Chris Lighty be like, "Yo, give me the fucking album."
That's an old mindset though. The whole perfectionist, so to keep on to the art, man. This shit is.
He gonna be doing an album with Megan Thee Stallion too.
But I mean, it is.
You
cool,
said who is
everything Q-Tip has ever done? Everything Q-Tip has ever done has been amazing, pretty much. Like people forget that he basically EP.
I know, but
the
double
infamous,
up on it. That's
the infamous joint. Yeah, true. That's true. Let it go. Like the infamous
let it fly.
Yeah,
Havoc said himself, like, yo, he learned all that shit from Q-Tip when they was doing.
Let that shit fly, bro. That's all I'm saying. The young boys let it fly. That's where they win.
Do Q-Tip get his? Do he get his respect? Do he get his roses?
He get them from his peers, probably not from.
Yeah, he get from the peers, but not the masses. But that's because he on purpose doesn't brag about what he's done.
Yeah. Like if you ask Pharrell,
that nigga cocky as fuck though. You know his energy. You can tell just hearing him talk. You're like, oh my god. I don't think I would like Q-Tip.
I still like the.
I don't think I would like him. I don't think I would like him as a person, but I respect his music.
Why you wouldn't like him?
I don't know. It was one. What's the drink they had? Who did they? That doctor they had? Because Phife, my guy, and he was giving Phife.
They're gonna say I don't like.
I said I don't think I would like him personally. I respect his music, but I don't think I would like him as a person. I don't know. And then you hear a bunch of consequences.
You ain't like how he did Phife. I think
right. Phife my guy.
That was
Phife my guy.
Like that was both of them.
How he did him.
Well, you gotta watch the doc. Coolest and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if he necessarily did him wrong, because I think they was always at odds in terms of the business aspect of it. I think they both wanted two different things. I think it's like that. Like, you know, Q-Tip is more of he could eat, breathe this shit. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't necessarily the case with Phife. You know, they did.
He wanted more out of the
game. He wanted more. Yeah, he wanted to really live. You know what I'm saying? Like he really wants to. He didn't want to be married to the game. You know, so they got really two different. Nah, man.
Phife wasn't like obsessed with the whole.
He was in Georgia, bro. I wish I could go back and get these Instagram. I wish I could go back.
They was all
dirty.
I talked to that dude on Instagram.
You should watch it. He was dirty.
It was just
a difference. It was just a difference of like
who was broke.
Everybody but Q-Tip.
Alicia, he
I don't think none of them was dirty.
I thought that money wasn't an issue. I thought money was an issue in that doc. I gotta rewatch it.
Nah, money was never an issue with Travis.
No. Phife did have, because of his medical situation.
How you doing dirty?
What's his name did have some issues financially because of his
the medical bills.
Right. That's why he did the tour and Jacoby.
Yeah, but can we be real? Phife never changed his diet, bro. Like he never did the thing. That was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like Q-Tip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't. I don't think they was like broke. It's just that's like Cool said. That shit.
He was fucked.
You'll run up 800,000 in a month. you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds crazy, but you see a fucking doctor bill, you be like, wait, Band-Aids? $500?
It was money. I mean,
that shit crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, cool. I'm telling you, cool. You should. I think that joint on Stars is cool. Matter of fact, it is on Stars.
Yeah, I think the Michael Rappaport did it. Michael Rappaport.
I love you, but I'm
did.
not going to watch.
Yeah. I watched that a couple times. Well, if you happen to,
I'll Google what the fuck happened before I watch.
If you sitting at home on the couch and sometimes you never going to be. You don't channel surf every once in a while.
I'm never going to be home on the couch, and that's the shit I stop on. And I'm not for 2 hours. I'm not. No.
I can dig it.
It's a good one to blow to too.
Not that he does that. As we continue on, god damn, JB.
What? I don't smoke no more.
Yeah, so anybody got anything else they want to cover?
Yo.
What?
I do have something. Showtime got a documentary about 6ix9ine.
I told you that, and you did one. I said this on the podcast. I said, "Yo,
I'm sorry. I don't listen to you. I said that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know what, yo?
Speaking of which, did y'all see him in Meek Mill?
No, what happened? Because I seen.
Oh, you ain't seen them Clout. They too old to be arguing with these dudes.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Juice.
Okay. Listen, my disclaimer, bro. You gotta tap into Say Cheese Digital. There's some online blogs you gotta tap into, like they give up to date.
Send them.
So Meek and Tekashi 6ix9ine see each other at some spot, and they was going at it, dog. Like
they fought?
No, they was just arguing back and forth. And
were they in Philly though?
Which McCall got in between security?
I don't know what city they was in, but yeah. So, but Wack 100 spoke on it too.
Wack don't see his old ass down.
Yo, I ain't going. I don't watch no TV. Like, I just happened. This shit just happened to come through. Like, that shit insane to me.
I gotta make an announcement, yo.
For real.
This is my last episode on the Brothers Talking Shit podcast.
Period. Monday.
Period. This is my last fucking episode. Period.
When did you bring it up last week?
Yo,
I'm about to know. Like, it had to be like a couple weeks ago.
Did y'all see? It was
we was talking about something.
Oh, Saha, yeah.
Assassinated him and took his life.
Yeah.
He what?
And what?
They ran him off the road in his Bentley Batanga and shot it up like after it flipped.
He ran in the woods.
Yeah.
And got and he put out a post and basically was like, I don't know what I did to somebody. He said, I'm from
sorry.
Here.
Yeah.
He probably was
somebody
I don't want no
else.
retribution.
It probably
I don't know if it was mistaken identity or what.
You're right. Yeah.
But I'm the damn. What that happened?
I ain't did nothing to nobody. He said, I've been out the game for 10 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it was a big, when I seen the truck today and I was like, damn. You know how people, somebody try to shoot at somebody, you never know, but like this sound like some real shit. And we know that, rappers get gunned down and shot up. Like, so this shit is precedent for Rick Ross.
Say, man, you want me to be real with you? You better off, dog, just riding around in the Camry, fam. You better off just riding around in the.
That got to be. I feel like that's a mistaken identity, something.
Maybe,
something like
but no. But what I'm saying is, sometimes though, even when it's a big ticket item, they add it. You know what I'm saying? Like you riding around in the Bentley, it's just haters out there, man. And sometimes that shit come with all the love or whatever it might be. So it's a target. You're a target sometimes.
Yeah, we in a recession.
You just got to move different. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, shooting up a motherfucking car and flipping it ain't
they ain't robbing them.
Yeah, right.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, that's
I'm trying to kill you because of some shit you did.
Yeah, but you should just move.
Right. Yeah.
If
it's a mistaken identity, it might be a mistaken identity. It could be.
Get your money and get out the way, bro.
Shit, as much as he with Kanye, you would think he hardly be in the A. That happened in Atlanta, right?
In Atlanta, yeah. You should just move. I bet
and he's not a really big guy. He's not a big guy, bro. So like that's him making it out of that and. You know what I'm saying?
If he was a big guy, he might not have made it out that motherfucker for real.
Y'all need to take a page out the Chief Keef book of getting the fuck away from the nonsense. right?
Well, Chief Keef was stirring the pot though. Saha kind of stayed to itself.
That's not. 10 years is not long enough for a motherfucker to forget your face.
Oh, true. You ain't never lied.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't never lied.
For real. Like, you
hey, man, can I say this
know
too?
they got the bread with you.
Go ahead.
Just cause a nigga retired from the streets don't mean that you still ain't got seeds to reap. You feel me? It's like at the end of the day, you was still
a motherfucker ain't forgetting nothing.
In.
A motherfucker not forgetting nothing.
Yeah, so like depending on how you moved in the streets, I'm not saying that he was fucked off, but depending on how you moved in the streets, a lot of times that shit come back too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was robbing niggas for their packs and all that shit niggas be rapping about, like that shit gonna come back. Like you ain't just, you know, nigga don't want you to rob them for the pack. You're supposed to buy product and sell it. But when you doing some of that dirty ass D shit out there, man, that shit gonna come back. I ain't saying that he's doing that. Right. I'm just saying that to Real's point, that ain't a long time for a nigga to be like, oh, I remember this, that, and the third.
I don't even think the windows was tinted.
What Pac say? Some buck that I roughed up way back, coming back after all these years.
Yeah. I don't really want to be seen outside of social media like that. Like if it's to that point, it's like pop up every once in a while. I'm gonna be at the juice shop. I'm gonna be at the yoga. I'm gonna be at the yoga spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out doing something else. I'm not gonna be, you know, popping bottles and shit in that manner. I don't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? The way he was going, but. Man, niggas be weird out here.
Anything else, fellas? Okay, this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 131.
He didn't let me get my shit off, y'all. I might have had something up.
Period. Now I said it 8 times. Jay, you better stop looking at Aunt Jemima. Like I'm like you make
Butterworth, yo. It was Butterworth, yo. It was Butterworth.
Yes. Now, see?
No, you probably have them side by side. Like, oh, Miss Butterworth. How the fuck, Jay? Nah. You gotta stop. Like,
you know I'm saying this Butterworth had a BBL.
Miss Butterworth had that good. That nigga be licking the syrup.
Licking the side of the bottle.
That nigga be fondling the fucking bottle. I take that bottle from Jay. Jay, what is you woman about?
Butterworth bad as shit.
Hey, yo.
I wonder how her mama look. Oh, Jay. Yeah, this is.
I thought you was bald.
No, Jay got hair.
No, bro.
Oh, you always got a hat on.
Yeah, you ever been around a nigga you thought was bald and found out he had hair?
Yo, you see?
Lady kiss.
No, not you. My barber, yo. I swear this nigga had a baldy. Like we was at the barbershop and Aiden was tripping. I'm like, you know what? You keep acting up, you gonna get what Mr. Green get. I'm looking like, hold up, this nigga got hair.
Look at you.
This nigga, yo, y'all seen this nigga Bomani lately?
Oh, he tripping, dog. He need to stop.
What
Her man, what's his name?
Got a whole head of hair.
What's who the boy that be with Carlos Miller and them?
Chico Bean.
Chico need to stop. They need to stop. Stop it. They both grew their hair out looking crazy.
What you mean? Bomani got a missing front?
Yeah, his shit all fucked up right here with a fro. Yeah.
Roof missing.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a whole fro though.
He got his top.
I'll take the fro if
you blew the top of the Maybach.
No, he don't got the cover 2. That's the cover 2 shit. You get that cover 2, that's it. Yo, peel my shit back, dog.
He got the top bowls.
Oh yeah. He got the 2.
That nigga got the motherfucking Sherman Hemsley.
Or the cover 2, if you got the cover 2 of the Texas Stadium, the old Texas Stadium, oh my God. If I had that, that's
he said
it.
The old Texas Stadium.
With a dome in the middle? The roof off?
He said the dome in the middle.
Oh, he tripped.
I'm telling you.
Listen, hold on. Yeah, this is Brothers
Talking Shit. Playing that game.
Hold on, bro. We can talk about this. This is Brothers Talking Shit. It's like, he will keep going. Like, JB, when he get in the groove, JB will keep going. As soon as Lola stopped crying, I think got a lot to say. Lola sleep now. Oh, let's go. Y'all ready to pod? This is Brothers Talking Shit.
You be so tough. My bad. Good.
You said who?
I said, because they be these fucking kids, yo. I don't want no more, dog.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 131. We stopping this podcast right motherfucking now.
Oh, man.
Yo, stop it, yo. Stop it, yo.
Peace.